everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Pathfinder, 2nd edition, session 11. Unfortunately, the entirety of Texas appears to be having internet issues tonight. The Warden is dead.
Please, no, not really. not
actually
just
dead.
a little dead.
Not actually dead, but he is unfortunately not able to join us. So we'll do what we can. Hopefully she'll be able to join us whenever her internet comes back. And all will be right as rain.
Now there's only going to be one funny accent.
Look, there can be as many funny accents.
Oh no. See, that's a phrase like that, it sounds like a threat.
You know, my Canadian.
Are you sure that it isn't?
My Canadian, my Australian, my Zealand accent.
I feel like if you
I'm pretty sure all of these are going to sound identical coming from you.
I didn't want to say it, but he's definitely listing all of the same thing.
No. My Canadian definitely sounds more Wisconsin than it used to. It used to just sound plain Irish.
That's true.
I like the most.
Oh, hey there, how you doing there, bud? You need some help, eh? Hey, I heard there was a large worm that flew overhead there, eh? I hope you don't mind if I offer to give you some help, eh? And alright, there we go.
Hey, we got a... Oh, I almost made a bad joke on accident, but we got a cam.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, in the summertime, eh?
I will go ahead and, for all the audience, I will apologize on our DM's behalf. There's going to be a lot of summertime references.
Help.
Most of which are going to make 0 sense.
Help. It's been stuck in my head.
Most of which
goddamn man, I want it out of my head.
Just bash my head against the wall.
Doesn't stop.
God damn it. So.
And I sing to myself.
And I sing to myself in the summertime.
Shut the fuck up.
In the summertime when the weather is hot.
Show's over. It's done. We're done.
Fuck! Oh god. Oh
god. We can't even say that it's derailed because we never even saw the tracks.
We haven't even no. What has happened is we thought we were leaving the station. It turns out it was just a sight gag. What actually is leaving is a train on the other side of tracks that one of the cars just looked like a train station. That's a reference to a movie I think maybe 3 people have seen.
A Naked Gun joke.
You're not far off. It's from Top Secret. So same directors, same writers, just different movie franchise.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So where we last left off, Zindros had left the party for a while to go and do some research into what the fuck was happening. The rest of you spent about a week taking care of items. With Lauren spending 4 days to graft runes onto things for people, and getting everyone just kind of up to snuff, as it were. Then the party then left and went to go and interrogate the shopkeep at the Steelmore Weapons Shop, which and everyone got to meet their new favorite NPC, Lord Darius Silmore.
I'm glad he hopefully died.
Well, there's a sumo here to offer you some weapons at affordable prices. Only the highest of quality.
But only if we return his property.
Yes, everyone. The party got to.
The poor people.
Oh,
Oh, you must be the pores. Yes, we have some bronze weaponry in the corner for you.
Yeah, I was
yeah, I'll
about to
take
say
a Kopesh.
his prices are reasonable if you think a banana costing $10 is reasonable. Like,
Its prices are reasonable if you can afford beef jerky on the regular.
Yeah, fuck a Big Mac standard.
I don't remember where it was I heard it phrased this way, but all I want in life is to be rich enough that I don't get physically angry at the price of beef jerky. If I was at that level of income, I'd be set.
Yeah.
Just that I can look at the price of beef jerky and not be fucking sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to make the joke I was going to make.
Oh no.
The party then, after learning a little bit more about Zendros' past from the Lord of Selamore, yeah, your conversation was interrupted by a very loud roar that overtook the city. Oh, there goes the paper. Clothespin. That's right. And
What?
This is how you're going to do other accents, isn't it? You're just going to clip that to your nose.
oh, I got Dave to leave.
I thought that was gonna go somewhere else.
Easter Pinch.
The joke or the
Oh
clothespin?
shit!
Oh.
Dave Cam?
Rare possibility.
Yeah.
Try to arrange my room real quick so there's nothing inappropriate on the screen.
That's fair. There is cloth at the moment, but no.
I assume that is intentional.
Intentional, yes. But
For my stream, like, fun fact.
so as you guys left the Sealmore shop to see what the source of the roar was, you saw first what appeared to be a small speck, and then grew and grew and grew until the sky itself had been overtaken by the size of this colossal worm that flew overhead, doing circles around the city before a large hot gout of flame seared through a good fourth of the city before it flew off to the east. Struck by heroic composure and heroic need, the party rushed off to help people out. Where you guys encountered some wildlife that had managed to get into the city due to the attack in the form of 2 trolls. After an admittedly somewhat rough beginning to the combat, you did manage to be victorious. And we left off there with you guys surrounded by burning buildings, melted buildings, and the sounds of civilians and screaming in the distance.
I remember if we had decided if we were still heading towards the like the airship docks or where it was that we were trying to get to.
Oh shit!
Hey.
It's a boy.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
I said it is the High Commander.
But yes. So, what will you guys do now?
that's sick, by the way. I'm so fucking mad, Joey. His glasses have his high commander on the arm of him.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Shit,
cool.
I didn't even
I
notice
didn't
that.
see
It's
that
fucking
either.
dope.
How did the blindest motherfucker in the room manage to see that before any of us did?
He knows me.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where it was that we were trying to go after handling those trolls. I remember Because the part of the city that was struck was where the airship towers and docks were, wasn't it?
No, actually,
okay.
it's not. The part of the city that's been struck is the northwestern part of the city, whereas the airship towers are closer to the east.
Okay.
I recall the plan was just general life saving.
Right. Just trying to see what all had been
And-
struck, what there was we could do.
Motivated by the worry that this might be the part of town Zendros was in.
Right.
And
You
I
think
think
that was reasonable.
secondary to that wasn't it making sure Redicaster wasn't on fire?
Is that the end of the city where Radicaster's shop was?
Not quite. It's close, but it's not quite in the same area.
Okay.
I think this was
he was like further west, wasn't he, or was it
Kind of southwestern,
right?
as opposed to northwestern, which is currently on fire.
So as I recall, this was mostly a case of life saving.
Yes,
Right.
Fef, of which Fef was not necessarily happy about when the trolls were.
Y'all was a bit like not about it.
Especially when trolls got involved.
The trolls
Sure,
did
why-
not help.
Like,
No, I got you. I got you, people.
Right.
I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna walk you into an encounter that is too high.
Watching Dave bite back that joke.
Yeah.
I get.
Yeah, I guess we try to save as many screams as we can.
Okay. So, actually, as you guys are beginning to disseminate throughout the city, or probably not splitting up, actually, but as you guys are going along, you do actually, as you round a corner, you find Zindros, actually, helping carry bodies out of an on-fire building. Effectively helping get people out of a burning building. And as you're approaching, you are seeing Zendros, using his magic to kind of heal people, and that he helping to rescue from these buildings. The party's reunited.
Right.
and then we lose one.
Right.
God.
But
Only in spirit.
right. I'm hoping that Warden will come back, so I'm not gonna. Warden's internet will behave, so she'll be able to join at some point through the session. So I'm trying to keep Aslan around for now.
Makes sense.
So, in the spirit of trying to save people, we're gonna do a group check. Applied group check. So what this is going to be a DC 17 athletics. Now, what it is going to be effectively is for success, you go up by you as a group go up by 1. For a crit success, go up by 2. For failure, go down by 1, and for a crit failure, you go down by 2.
Put your hero points back, everybody.
Yes, and also everyone gets their hero point back. So, let me see those athletic rolls.
Mine is unlikely to be great.
I
mean, even Glinthitux isn't going to be all that good, but
Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna be a hero point immediately. Sorry,
Damn.
y'all, we suck.
It's not good.
Oh, and of course. Yeah, Aslan got a 16.
I guess. Well, that was Glinthitux, and then there's mine, which is
Oof.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Do you ever feel like you're the only one who's really trying around here?
So
I don't know. I rolled pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. You rolled pretty good. I rolled at least a success. Just man, my back hurts. No.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's one of the unfortunate things is that myself and Glinthatook share the same skills list.
Right.
So basically, if I want stuff for him to be able to use his stats to good use, I have to take skills that aren't necessarily going to be great for me.
Right.
Right.
So
I just rolled
focusing
like
on
shit.
a lot of yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
I
people
haven't-
did.
I have an
Um,
expert in athletics.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Something about getting bopped around by trolls and also everything's on fire make it like hard to move quick.
As you guys are kind of going
What panic of the
along,
situation,
you're
yeah.
trying to help. You know, you're helping pull people out of buildings. You're trying to help organize like a fire brigade that's going around, trying to like bring buckets of water and whatnot from wells. But at the same time, it almost you get the feeling of course, as Fef mentioned, you guys did kind of get battered around a little bit by the trolls. You're feeling a little woozy. Lorenz especially is feeling
I am missing 30 health.
I'm
not doing so hot either, actually.
The only people that are currently doing hot are Zindros, who was not in combat, and Fef, who never once got hit.
Crossbow.
Even Aslan got hit last session.
Which might have been one of the first times she's been hit in a while.
Yeah.
To be fair, she did light her hands on fire and punch a troll in the face.
It was the most.
That is a thing that happened.
Easily the most metal parts of scene in this campaign so far.
Pretty fucking badass.
Yeah.
I wish I was there for that now.
So, unfortunately, you guys do get the sense that you would be. You get the sensation, you get the feeling when the fires are finally out, there are people safe. It feel like you probably could have done better had the circumstances been different leading up to helping. But unfortunately, dealing with concussions and blood loss does kind of hamper one's ability to be helpful in a crisis situation.
I'm ashamed of myself. I had frost vials this whole time.
It's fine.
And as nightfall, it takes. Tell you what, it would take multiple days actually because of how big of a area of the city is on fire. Taking multiple days, like even at the end of the first night, or at the beginning of the first night, you guys are still doing stuff and still in the city and helping, and the sun has gone down, but it looks almost like it's daytime from the fires and reflecting now off the smoke that has been lifted in and is reflecting down effect. So street lights effectively in a way, just the most morbid of street lights. And the trolls that you ran into are not the only in the city. It's not just two random trolls entered the city and that was it. Weird, huh? There's a lot of different like small skirmishes that frankly are so low risk, I'm not gonna bother with them. Basically. But just so in between helping people, you are able to also apply your combat expertise. And as you guys kind of make your way back to your room at the tavern, whenever it happens, you guys are you're covered in soot. You're covered in you're coughing a little bit from the smoke. But you do feel like you've at least helped in some way. And from your position on the second floor of the tavern, as you can out of the window, you can see it's just that part of the city is just aglow.
I feel like Maha is probably just gonna kind of like collapse himself against the windowsill as he's looking out there. Just what in the hells are we up against here?
Looked like a really big dragon to me.
As far as I know, we were just trying to make a delivery. That's all I'm saying.
It happened to be in the path of a walking natural disaster.
Don't mean we can't get out its way.
I don't think I don't think you quite grasp where out of the way would be for a thing like that.
Not the hell here.
A Wyrm of those proportions is the fact that there haven't been any true dragon sightings in gods know how long, and now this.
Is there something I can roll to try to pick up on recognition when he mentions the word worm? Because now this is the first time we're hearing it.
Sure. Tell you what. Me. I really wish they had a history.
Yeah.
Right. Unfortunately, it's like recall knowledge.
Right.
on-
Recall knowledge with Arcana. We'll say that. How about
Can
that?
I request getting in on this as well as being trained in Arcana and actually speaking Draconic?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Because I remember I did my roll earlier, and that was the where was it? The
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, I want to see if I know anything, but even though I probably don't.
Please don't put us into combat tonight.
A whole lot of single digits. My God.
Actually, let me ask you a question.
Please don't break my arm.
Oh.
I won't. So the event that preceded most of this was called the Dragon Song Wars. Is that what it's called, or just the Dragon Wars?
The
And I've
Dragon
got the
Wars,
wrong
yeah.
name.
Dragon Wars. Yeah.
How would you feel about me rolling a lore skill Warcraft for a war?
I would allow that. I would allow the fuck out of that because goddamn, getting to
History
use a lore
lore?
skill.
Yeah.
Shit.
I actually cannot seem to find where I had that one Arcana check from before. I'm not seeing that on the. Oh wait, no, right, because it was before the combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was further back.
Oh man, that was damn near a nat. I would have shot a brick.
Skill check, Warcraft. All right, so you know of Illidan and Storm. No,
So mad I opened both eyes at you.
Blah, 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 something unprepared, blah, blah, blah.
Beth and Pax actually you are actually the kind of Beth, you have heard passed down from your family through your family tree for generations. The name, I should say, Wyrm, somewhat rings a bell. You know your clan's progenitor, Walla, went up against it. Is legend says that she went up against a dragon and lived. And throughout history, through the generations, it's kind of like there were some family members that branched out and actually did research into dragons and whatnot. And so you kind of pull on that, and you are familiar with the term Wyrm. You know, worms are the creators of magic, of arcane magic and occult magic. And they're potentially nature and divine. You're not entirely sure on that one. These are beings of immense power and were thought to be gone. They have not been cited. Where a proper worm has not been cited since before the Empire was founded. Back when the mortal races were in caves, spears and sticks and rocks to do most things. Pax, you with your kind of Warcraft, you know a little bit about the Dragon Wars specifically because you do whatnot. And while it is having done some reading on war history, you know that it was effectively the combined effort of the lesser races, or now the dominant races on the continent, kind of rising up against the dragons, who were effectively the emperors, the rulers of the continent, and kind of pushing them back and off and away, and taking the throne, as it were.
Okay.
The rest of you guys don't really remember.
I assume Fef is gonna metaphorically shit his pants and then info dump. So
Yeah, I remember looking back now. I found it was an 18 that I had on my Arcana check when Glinthatuke mentioned Wyrm.
Yeah, the moment between both Fef and Pax, all that info is dumped. Lorenz also metaphorically shits his pants. That is a creature nigh unto divinity at this point. And it just flew right over the city, burned half of it to the ground, and fucked off in near the same instant.
A fourth of the city.
I've officially destroyed more of a city at one time than this dragon has. Then
It can confirm, but let's not make it a dick waggling contest with the dragon, please. That whole city got destroyed and a cleric, but we won't get into all that.
I made someone cry.
I've heard a story.
Yeah, no, Lawrence is just kind of going quiet and staring out the same window that Maha has collapsed against.
It could be
Staring out.
worse. Could be a lot worse. It could have stayed here.
It could have.
I'm almost worried at the fact that it didn't.
And then nodding towards Maha. That is the greater part of the problem. It moved. It was displaced. It is either moving to something or away from something, and something like that is not driven away. It is motivated towards.
After just a moment's just considering, Mahad actually is going to summon and bring out Glinthatuke to just have him out here to speak with everyone. And just kind of looking to him and just say, I don't know whether these worms are from or before your time, but you're about the closest we're going to have to any kind of source of knowing what it is that we're up against here
They
and
were
why this would happen.
creators and progenitors of dragonkind. Ghost. On. Had it charged by the gods themselves. Be more hands. Detail oriented. You see Glinthatuke trying to like do things with his claw, but like doesn't have the articulation that a human does. So just start.
And more direct.
Ma's gonna like, even with how grave things are, Ma's gonna like hold back a bit of a snicker and just like, I think my mannerisms are rubbing off a bit on you.
Yes, well, shut up.
Certainly talks more like one of us.
I wonder what.
That just makes things even more complicated. If the worms are meant to be a more direct application tool of the will of the gods, supposedly, it just gets worse, frankly.
Yes, I time thought that very least in that one has risen here. It is still portent. Every
And Ma just kind of like glances out to the still burning city of. I think that's one way to sum it up.
This took all of 10, 30 seconds, a minute. To use a term that you mortals are so fond of. Fuck!
Ma's a little taken aback at that. Just if it's got the dragon saying "fuck," this is a problem.
Sundras just shakes his head solemnly and says, "To think and feel so much life just snuffed out in an instant. It's a terrifying thought indeed."
After a moment, Ma just like kind of freezes up and turns like, feel.
Yes, I've learned some new things in my time away.
Good to hear
Troubling
that.
things.
Well, good to hear at least something came of it.
Lauren's giving a noteworthy quirk of the brow and a bit of a head tilt.
Hope I'm not going to regret asking this, but what did you find, friend?
How to word it? In short, think about a worm in the sense of being a primordial force of nature, but death. When I died, my soul was to be claimed, essentially, by death itself. And in the process of being claimed, I stole a bit of its powers and came back. I don't know how or why this happened, but that it did happen. And essentially now I'm waiting to be claimed back. When my time comes again.
Which, if those whites that were after us are any indication, should have been some time ago.
Yes, to put it lightly, the clock is ticking on my short life.
Hey, I was right. Your contract is over with the Asilmores. You did die. I told that fucker.
I mean, I was honestly planning on going back and maybe burning the store down.
Oh, you can still do that.
I
When
may have been beat to it.
when Sundras hears that, he says, "Contract?"
We had a small discussion with the Isilmore. How you say it? Douchebag.
Prick.
Several bad names in Goblin, so you know it sounds horrible.
There's a man whose voice sounds like Pissvasa. He mentions the terms, such as it is, of the service you were meant to undertake as a thrall to his household, it seems.
He, well, not to mince words, he seemed very insistent on claiming you back as the property of their household.
Zendros kind of lightly stabs the tip of his Kopesh into the floorboards a little bit, just contemplating, and just gives a sigh and just a tool in life, a tool in death, it seems. Doesn't get any better, does it? I knew there was a reason that I hated the Asilmors so much. But until now, I never knew why.
Well, it's... I suppose that with the revelation of your studies, I suppose that somewhat rules out the Asilmors as being the ones sending all of this after you, for what little comfort that is. Though they seem no less doggedly determined to get you back anyway.
They're welcome to try.
As you guys, by the way, are speaking, is anyone still watching out the window?
Yep.
Lorenz, actually, as you're watching out the window, ships hovering over the part of the city, and then you see effectively just brigades of mates starting to underwater off the side of the ships as they go kind of hovering over the burning building.
Just mass dumping water to try and quench things out.
The medieval fantasy magical version of a aerial drop of water.
Right, effectively using the same tactics that, we use today for trying to put out fucking forest fires.
Except with this one, there's no worry about accidentally picking up a scuba diver and dunking them into the flames.
No,
'Cause
only a
that's
water
fucked
elemental.
up way to go. That's a fucked up way to go.
Could
It
you
is.
That
imagine?
actually happened.
God, can you know? TJ's right. Can you imagine? Fucking Jesus! You're just scuba diving. Suddenly, you're in a fucking container, and then you get dropped into a forest fire. Several hundred feet into a forest fire.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Dan, that just reminded me of the joke.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going for. Just like, it's like, what do you even say to the scuba diver's family? Just, at least he died
Just-
doing what he loved. It's like, well, he was a volunteer firefighter that enjoyed scuba diving and skydiving, but I don't think he ever wanted to combine the three.
That's because he was a bitch. No.
just blows up. I just wanted to look at the fish.
Question.
Answer.
Is it too late to go back and get some troll blood from the trolls?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, honestly, we wouldn't have had time to properly harvest that shit anyway. The things were on fire.
I know. That's why I waited until we were back and the fire was out.
They're still going to be spending days putting that fire out. This is a fire
Right.
so hot, turning stone to slag. Like,
Right. If it's melting stone back down into effectively slag and lava, yeah, no, that's... It's fucked.
water is actually going to make some of that worse.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but my Discord cut out for a second. So
Oh no!
I saw that.
Welcome back. Heading down.
I'd like to request healing for me and Lorenz.
That is fair.
I think, what am I at, 30? I think I'm actually okay without healing. My natural healing will get me up fairly close to where I need to be.
Zendros, are you willing to heal your friends?
What a sentence.
of course. So first, We'll do Lorenz here.
Yeah, start with him.
Yep.
As he's healing Lorenz, by the way, I actually I want to open the window that we're standing in front of, not just watching, but also like listening, and with plans to go to bed last, basically, and just to wrap my shit up all immediately. Before going to sleep, offering a prayer and kind of pseudo Tiefwaldian German type shit. A very grim thing, hoping that the screams are just as loud when we wake up in the morning, so that not that many people have died throughout the night.
That's very default.
That's fucked up.
If they're still screaming, that means they're alive.
I didn't say you were wrong. I said it was fucked
Right.
up.
Yeah,
I will say probably about by the time you guys are going to bed, at least the screams have kind of started to lessen. And it is more just becoming like
General like hustle and panic.
the firefighting and the cleanup, but not less of the active crisis is happening and more getting it under control.
Yeah.
Crisis resolution, yeah.
Right. So much healing is that for Lorenz?
7. Well, I was gonna say to do the 2 action one, but I'm not sure if that necessarily works out of combat.
Right.
So I just assumed it would
If
be
you
the 1
heightened
action
it
one.
would be.
Oh yeah,
But
it's
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I guess I could have
technically, you
heightened
could
it.
also just do the action one, and
Right.
it would affect everyone in
heal
the
all
room.
of us, yeah.
unfortunately, Dave, I don't think potions are topical.
I mean, if you're burned, those wounds are open.
And
I suppose that.
actually, I think I will use the 3 action one and heighten it for this. So,
Woof.
oh, you just took the first roll. Okay.
Yes.
And
And then everyone gets an additional
makes sense.
8 as well. Or no, that's for the 2 action. No, yeah, everyone gets a little bit of healing from Zendros. The action.
I'm gonna quaff a lesser healing potion on top of that.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, as Zendros kind of burst with this positive energy throughout the room, those of you who are injured, they do a little bit better. As you're getting it shut.
It's better.
Yeah.
I'll take one as well.
Okay.
That's nice.
That's very nice. Plop it down and you just better. So happy you could be singing a song about the summertime. Just stopped. But no, you guys will wake up, and the efforts of the God damn it.
Oh no. Happening again.
Fuck. God
No.
damn it.
Nope. Joke must stay in head.
As you guys wake up the next morning, don't forget to do natural healing.
When the buildings are hot, it is all on fire.
Con mod times
We gotta make it stop.
level. Yeah, it's con mod times your level. Excuse me.
Actually, not too bad, man.
Yeah. As you guys wake up, the fire, the fires have been abated. It would seem instead of there now being burning, the active burning, it's just a lot of smoke, a lot of black smoke, just kind of going into the air and whatnot. A lot of destruction.
But was that its intention?
It's destruction, Cameron, not devastation.
Devastation.
God. You guys are kind of getting up. But much. There's no additional screaming out the window.
Oh, good.
But breakfast is had. You head downstairs. The tavern, the barkeeper, breakfast. As you guys are heading out into the city, you see a lot of people are kind of like that. Have apparently just spent the night in the side of the road.
Presumably, if that district of the city, was that like a residential district, or
It was the part that got destroyed was a mishmash of businesses and residences. And it,
most
yeah.
likely a lot of people displaced from homes destroyed.
And you hear, a news crier, extra, read all about it. Zashore destroyed. Parts of Auhax burned to the ground.
Zashore. What's
Zendras's eyes kind of like widen at that, and he looks to the crier and says, "I'm sorry. Could you say that last part again?"
City. The news about. Oh yeah, we several airships went out throughout the yesterday and through the night to, well, partially, some went to go track where that thing had gone, and some went to see where it had come from. Zashore has been destroyed entirely.
Zashore is, he turns to the rest of the party that Zashore is where the Elysium Wars hailed from, and by definition, where I hailed from.
I saw that.
That little like shrug.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes.
Shit.
Da, 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 da.
Some of you would also know Zashore is the largest city of the Deer Prince, the shining jewel of the north. Largest and most populated of the Hasir princes. To the west of you.
And was that, I'm trying to remember, was the west where it came from or where it
Yes.
headed to? Okay.
It came from.
Maha, like, on hearing that the entire city just destroyed, is just kind of frozen in place. Just
Remember how someone said it could get much worse?
That was me.
Yes,
I was
remember-
wrong.
Yes.
Sorry.
You said that those airships were out trying to track where it went. Has there been any word? Did they find anything?
By the way, if anyone would like the refresher, is the regional map for the setting.
Right.
No, none have been. No one. No trace has been found of it yet. Signs of destruction all along the east to the ocean, through Asen and Ascalon, but nothing past that. It seemed like it was going. The destruction seemed to follow the road, then curved south, then just disappeared into the Gulf.
God damn you, Cam.
I thought he was going to flip the bird to Cam.
I would deserve it.
No, I just need my camera to not be showing me right now.
Right.
Spite.
But yeah, Maha is just trying to make any sense of this mentally. It's destroyed one city, caused this destruction here, but didn't bring it all down, but still continued on. What in the hell is it doing?
It's a natural disaster. Motivated, yes, but right now it just wreaks destruction.
I don't know if we can call a natural disaster, or we can say a natural disaster has motivation of any kind. It just is, I feel like.
Well, that's the problem. Is this a natural disaster with a brain, with a created will? This is not just a tornado. It would be as if a tornado created by the very element of wind itself that blows across the continent. This is destruction wreaked by a being that is powerful and knowing.
This is so far beyond any of us.
Quite.
We need gods. I would say we need to get somewhere safe, but with something like that on the loose, gods only know if there is anywhere. Perhaps it might be worthwhile to pay another visit to Christoph.
This the news of this incident will spread most likely, but this will further complicate the war. One would hope that smarter minds prevailing, this would put a pause to the war, but opportunism being what it is.
Yeah.
And that's assuming
Ma's
this.
like you see Ma just start balling up a fist at the mention of the war even.
Mm-hmm. And that is assuming this is not the only. This is the only part of the continent this happened on. Who's to say if this is the only worm? God, I hope this is the only worm.
First the start of the war and now this. I'm getting a bit damn tired of living through seeing history happen before my own fucking eyes.
I'm uncomfortable with these real life parallels.
What, you guys aren't tired of living through history being made?
No, I'm quite tired of it.
Oh, that's right. That's what you said. Yeah. I'm dumb. Fuck off me. Now, spreading. What are you guys gonna do?
You know it's really hard to burn down? A whole
Fire.
ass mountain. Fire also is hard to burn down. A whole ass mountain? I think my job's done. I think it's time I go home.
I certainly wouldn't blame you for that, but
It is smart to survive.
Mountains are just really big stones, aren't they?
Kinda. But, like, it would have to try really hard to burn down a whole mountain, I think. Unless
Would
it's a
it?
volcano, and then it's already burning down from the inside, technically.
Or it could just superheat the rock and cook everything inside.
Yeah.
Sort of like putting a brick or a stone in the oven, it just explodes from too much heat.
Okay, you know what you can't burn down? The sea.
The problem being is that you are being limited in scope. You are imagining all this thing can do is burn. It is nigh unto a being of pure magical essence. It burns this town. It could weave such spellcrafts, the like of which has not been seen since its time. Who knows what the hell it can do to the sea?
At this point, I'm assuming it can do anything that it sets its mind to.
This campaign is actually just a really inspiring story if you're a worm.
It's in anime.
Oh no, are we the baddies?
That time I died and my adventuring party got reincarnated as dragons.
if we set our hearts and minds to it, we can do anything. God damn it.
now, actually, I'm trying to think. When Fef was actually sharing like what he knew about worms, did he mention that like that was from like family knowledge? Or
That would be up to Fef.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Fef is very proud of his family.
right? Yeah, Ma is actually going to like take a moment to consider just. Actually, if you are intent on going home, that may not be the worst idea. If your family has this kind of knowledge on dragons, they might be as good a source of information as any. Historians League, they may have studied the war, but even they didn't seem aware of the draconic horde that Radicaster was after to any great degree. Any kind of knowledge we can get to know what it is we're dealing with and anything that may have been discovered on what to expect, how to handle any of this could be worthwhile.
I mean, that's a fair point, honestly.
Yeah.
Who wants to meet the family?
So, where is your home again, Fef?
Would you like me to, or do you remember actually?
I thought I had it as a note on my sheet, but I might not.
Also, there has been an update.
Oh. Is there going to be a big old X over all of that? Sure.
The physical map.
Yeah, you're gonna have to remind me. I apparently forgot to note it down.
That is fair. That's the old. But your family came from originally from the mountain range that divides there and Rashadran. But since Rashadran kind of out north, your family was displaced and is currently residing actually on the edge of the Tiefling.
All right, 6. So yeah, I will relay that then.
Now remember, you wasn't there a separate like region map that shows where Rashadran had pushed up to, or was
Yes.
that something else?
I can share that as well. Here is what the political divide currently sits at in the year 999 AIU.
Very much just stopped at the tree line of the Teethwald. Okay.
Yes, Thef's family is more on the kind of like other end of that Varian side, western, northern part.
Okay. Yeah, there's a decent moment's hesitation as it's mentioned of where exactly the home is, of just heading back to the front lines.
I mean, where else did you expect us to be?
I suppose you got me there. Well, if it gets us any closer to knowing something about what's going on, how to handle it. Actually, didn't the wait, I think I have it in my notes. The yeah, the Historians League. Yeah, Ma does just kind of start pondering aloud. The Historians League did say though that down in the Teefwald is where they think the weapon that helped mankind win the Dragon Wars may be hidden. I suppose if something like this is about,
There you go.
a dragon killing weapon might just be what we're looking for.
There you go. By the way.
Oh.
Have fun comparing the two.
I'm really, really struggling here, honestly. Oh, okay. No, I see it.
Yeah, that city's just gone.
It's a little darker.
Yeah.
Yep. Just a scorch mark. Jesus Christ.
I wonder what that could mean.
Well, to the Teefwald it is then, I suppose. Looks like we've got ourselves another long trip.
All right.
I really need to hit the bathroom real quick, though. So
That's
give me
fair.
a
Yo,
moment.
same.
That's fair. You know what? If a lot of people are going to be taking bathroom breaks, we'll just call our mid-session break a little early here. Then,
Okay.
take a 5-10 minute break, and we'll be back in a little while.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Ignore that roll, by the way. I typed something in on my character sheet and hit enter, and it did that for whatever reason. So
Hello, everyone. I have returned. You doing, stream? Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you.
Oh, is that one of the summer Red Bulls?
Yes, they're quite tasty.
Yes, they are. They're. I don't ever want to call Red Bull subtle, but they're much more subtle in flavor.
Yeah, the not wrong.
I have watermelon.
I really like the watermelon flavor. Oh man.
Friggin' Texas. Mm.
Ah. So I hope everyone's been having fun tonight.
I am, but I'm concerned.
Gee, I wonder why.
I am back now.
Welcome back. Waiting on TJ to get back, and
Right.
Cameron is of course here, as you can tell.
Mm.
Man. Hey, welcome back, Dustin.
Returned we have.
Waiting for TJ to get out of the bathroom.
Cool. I tagged Oliver in this fucking image in
Oh
relation
boy.
to Monster Hunter Rise. There we go.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's deep fried if I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
Also, I just noticed the other one that you posted right above it doesn't, and fuck off, I don't need these attacks.
I felt attacked. That's why I said, God fucking damn it. Except it wouldn't be my back, it'd be my fucking knees and my shoulders.
Yeah.
Like, my shoulders, every time I fucking rotate them a little bit, feel like fucking sandpapers in between the joint. So it's like,
Oof.
Mine make popping noises when I do push-ups.
Oof.
Yeah, mine just do that when I rotate my shoulders. It's just like...
It's like trying to turn a fucking bike pedal backwards and the chain just starts skipping. Just...
Yup. Yup, exactly. Dan gets it.
Ugh. Waiting for Dave to get back.
God, it's like with one of my old coworkers. He's I think only like 2 years older than I am, and his knees are fucked up. Like he said one time he was just, sitting on the couch with his girlfriend watching a movie, and she had her hand sitting on his leg, specifically at his knee, and he went to just like straighten his leg out, and she said that it straight up just sounded like popcorn. Like not totally audible, but like certainly you can feel all the popping. And then she visibly like jerked back like through her head. I was like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if by my mid-40s I need knee replacement surgery at this point.
God. I do not envy anyone that has to go through that, because my dad told me what they have to do for those surgeries, and it sounds borderline barbaric.
Yeah, let's just saw out your entire fucking knee and then put in an artificial one.
I mean, in some cases, it's not even sawing it out. Sometimes they have to basically, like, more or less take a small hammer to, like, chip out the bone around there. It's like, just hammering little bones until they break to then
Let's
take out the other bone.
a hammer and chisel, and just...
It's like
Fuck out of that.
because like my dad had been through a couple of different knee surgeries to try and help it out before he eventually got the knee replacement. And for at least one of those surgeries, he actually asked to not be put under to actually watch it because they had like local anesthetic. So like he wouldn't be feeling any of the stuff where they were just, going in and doing minor corrective surgery. So he actually got to watch one of his own knee surgeries happen. But he asked if he'd be able to watch the knee replacement, and the doctor was like, no, we're not letting you do that. You don't want to do that. Just like, can I ask why? And then they described the procedures like, okay, yeah, knock me out, doc.
Yeah.
I'm back, by the way.
Hey, welcome back.
Smashing on some food real quick, so like I'm not gonna have my camera uncovered yet.
I got you.
Fair enough.
I feel the fuck out of that because my hips are
Sure.
they're supposed to be facing mostly straight. Mine are damn near 45-degree angle, basically.
Well,
And they're
also, I'm eating a salt. You can't eat phallic foods on the internet.
yeah, I mean that's the rules.
I mean,
Gotta be
depends
in a
on
hot-
what
gotta be in a
audience
hot
you're
tub.
trying to cultivate.
Gotta be in a hot tub to
Say,
do that.
there's a handful of sites out there that would disagree with you, but
I don't know if we can mention them on this one.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like in terms of barbaric medical practices, they would have to go in, literally like vice my bones apart, reset them, and then just let them heal. Um,
God.
Same thing with there's a one of my vertebrae is about an inch and a quarter forward after being in a pretty intense car accident.
Oh.
And yeah, that's one of those ones they were like, yeah, we just have to go in, kind of weaken and burn away some of the muscle that holds it in place, pull the vertebrae back, and then let it heal. Or with my, I have a massive overbite. And again, same thing. They just have to shatter my jaw, pull it forward, wire it shut, and let it heal. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm fucking super good, fam. Like,
Just like, you know what? Instead of literally breaking me apart to put me back together, no, I'll stick with this. I'm good.
I'll make it work.
I'll hang in there, fam.
Yeah, right. Like, we're good. I will suffer with dignity. Like, you got a way to fix my eyes? That would be great. Outside of that, fucking, nah, man, we good. Mm.
All right. So, on that note, so when we last left off, I do believe that the plan in general was to head back down south towards the heart of the Empire and the front lines, to connect with the clan of Fef and potentially find a lead on what the fuck is going on.
Right.
Lorenz also would bring up potentially stopping by the Duvarian capital proper, uh, relaying what news we've seen firsthand, and very selfishly wanting to check on his parents and warn them personally.
Law is actually going to visibly tense up at the idea of reporting directly to the Empire. Just, I don't know that I want to get back on that level of official business again, but
It's no official business. It's a tavern. Closer to closer to the slums, but actually fairly well put together. It's, trust me, I have no love for the authority within the Devarian capital either. It's a bunch of corrupt assholes, but that's neither here nor there. It's mostly as a reason to warn my parents to be ready to move if the tails of this worm grow too close to Duer itself.
suppose you're right there. For all you do for your family, it wouldn't go to let that go unannounced, so
It would be a sincerely dark irony to sell my soul to the devil and then have a dragon burn my family to the ground. Yes, I've been thinking about it for quite some time.
Your contract doesn't keep them safe from that.
I don't
Yeah.
think anything can keep them safe from that. The devil would try, and credit is where credit is due, would be able to do quite a bit, I'm sure. But again, I think we are missing the scale of what the worm is.
when you're dealing with one of the sources and progenitors of the arcane forces of this world in living form, there's not much to stop that.
Who's to say it couldn't just unmake the demon and or unmake the devil and walk the fuck all over all the contract and what it is worth? It's not something I care to leave to chance.
God knows if this dragon killer weapon that the Draconic Historians League spoke of if it even exists. Gods know if it even works on something to the scale of a worm, but it's the best idea I can even remotely hope to think of. So if we can find any kind of knowledge on that to make some use of it, it puts us in a better spot than being at the mercy of something like that.
I was trying to decipher what was happening in Dave's camera through the glass, as it were.
God.
I was like, is that a pizza box or a... Nope, okay, that's the other thing I was wondering if it might be. Yep,
It's a nerf. Yeah, and then there will be another a moment where Lauren just kind of tilts his head for a minute. Just there is some academic part of me that would like to see the ruins of Zashor, but perhaps that is something of a moot point. I mean, we know the city is destroyed, and it is, of course, on the cataclysmic scale, but how complete is the destruction? If that makes sense? Are we going for the total annihilation of life? Is this thing attempting to achieve the total annihilation of life, or is this cutting a destructive swath? But I think the more proactive path may be the smarter one.
I think that's probably wise. If the city is destroyed as they say, there's not much to be gained from rooting around in the ashes, I don't think. If there is anything left, then
That would be more the thing. It's less rooting around in the ashes and more seeing if anything emerges from them, but I suppose tales of that will come over in time.
So, planning to hop on an airship and head back south.
I'd like to check in with Radicaster before we leave.
Bring
See
that
if he has any
bitch.
way to contact us. I mean,
right.
look, shit's gone bad, but if he does find the horde, money.
And I mean, shit, many potential weapons, like information. A horde is not just treasure.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. And again, potentially just facilitating contact with the Historians League to try and share anything about what's going on.
Yep.
Just because that was something that Ma had mentioned that he was in contact with them before, but possibly opening that avenue much more directly, or even potentially, if need be, like if Radicaster decides that shit here is too much of a lost cause and wants to pack up, fuck it, hitch it together, get him down with them, and see what they can put out together. But that is all on him. But I do think that Pax has a good point in actually just getting to him in the first place.
Okay, so you guys are gonna head on over to Redicaster. Okay. As you kind of make your way through the city, a lot of people, as previously mentioned, a lot of people have been displaced. The attack, the event, just kind of general. I don't even want to say pandemonium, because it's less at this point. It's less people panicking and more just, damn.
The fallout and kind of despair of it, really.
Right, exactly. So as you kind of head on over to Radicaster's shop, it is somewhat close to the destruction but not like right on the border or anything. But it's a few neighborhoods away.
Right.
And as you kind of get there, there's a lot of people kind of about out front. The dragon seal, at the foot of the steps. And Redicaster himself is even outside the shop, even, and just kind of like bringing people soup and water and whatnot, and just trying to help people nearby his shop. And he looks up as you approach. Ah, hello, my friends. Welcome to the. I am glad to see that you survived the attack.
Good to see you in good health as well.
Yes, I
We're-
believe we've the fortunate ones.
So it would seem.
But what can I do to help? It has been it has been quite hectic the last day or so.
Well, we were coming more with potential parting words, but also to potentially facilitate a bit more help with your plans.
Ah, I have a cat.
We were planning to make our way out from the city rather soon.
Ah, I can understand why after such an attack. It at a risk of sounding flippant, this is not the usual. This does not usually happen. Visitors come.
Well, I would certainly hope not. But we were hoping to try and find more out about exactly why something like this is happening and if there's anything to be done about it. And we figured that the Draconic Historians League, and to you before, may have some knowledge on this, but we have other avenues to potentially pursue as well. And we thought that it might do you some good if you are still planning to continue your search for that horde to have more direct contact with the League.
Believe the good idea. Yes. Trying to get my fucking accent right for the caster. Fucking shit. Yes, I do believe that would be wise. It can be. Well, I have been working on my own for many, many years now, decades even, and while I have been attempting to, I've been piecing things together bit by bit. This does certainly this does make things, bring things into a little more perspective.
Well, should you still be looking for any more information, though they haven't had the most knowledge on this particular dragon horde that you've been looking for, any knowledge on the dragons themselves may be useful to help you out. One, Christoph, I swear I thought I had the full name written down somewhere, but I keep forgetting to actually. It's because I know that the spelling on the last name is fucked up.
Yes, good old Christoph van Ziegler der Hansel.
That's the one.
Yeah. Good old imperial names.
If you
So
can, if you can get into contact with him and the League down in, it was in Gugrate, right, where they were.
yes.
if you can get in contact with him and the rest of the League in Goograit, you might stand a better chance of knowing what to look for next. And
Kind of nods and just. I will send out feelers, contact letters. If the post office is even working at this time, certainly would not blame them if they are currently disposed to other things. That being said, thank you for that. Touch with Dorian's League.
and I must thank you for your generous payment for the work we've done and all of the help you've given us.
Of course, if I find the location of the, if I complete my map, I'll send word.
We will keep our ears out for you.
Just gonna raise my hand in the back.
Yes.
Considering the big dragon, I don't suppose you got some magical way to contact us that's faster than a letter? You know, that might get burned?
There are many sending stations available. Get the message to you.
Okay.
Magic Ran, if you will. Although I will not post extra for the dancing Magic Ram.
Never understood the point of those other than
I
just
do not
for
either.
the-
They are gimmicks, and I do not like them.
They're fun.
Give me my message and fuck off.
Use them actually quite a bit in my line of work, chiefly as distractions or delightfully inappropriate ways to deliver bad news to a business rival.
All right, the latter I can appreciate.
I do agree with that as well. I get it now. I think I get it. Fair enough.
With that said, Radicaster, we wish you all the best.
And you as well. I hope you do not encounter this worm again.
Just
I
same to
hope
you.
none of us do.
Right? Same to you.
Gonna nod to
The nervous, you too?
have a good night. No. Enjoy your meal.
Enjoy
You
your meal.
too.
You too?
Hope you don't run into a fucking natural disaster. Hey, you too, bud. We have done the awkward thing.
Nah, fuck that. It's already been here like once. That increases its likelihood of being here again.
No, it is it is like lightning.
Or it's like heat stroke.
They call that heat sycophy? Sycopy?
Syncope.
Thank you.
Also, yes, but when you have it, you're more likely to contract it again.
Oh. Well, shit. He kind of nods before going and getting to back to his helping of people that he can nearby.
Well, everyone, I don't know that there's much else we can do to help things around the city. It seems they've got as much of a handle on things as can be had with whatever the hell's the world's been throwing out. Shall we be on our way? Get Fef on home?
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to leave quickly.
Or
Yeah.
if we can't use an airship, we can use a ship.
I'm kind of scanning the crowd as he says quickly, by the way, visibly tense at all the people living in the streets and displaced.
What? Why? Oh, I get it. Lawrence doesn't like poor.
Yeah, that's the thing. The poor people. That's what makes him nervous.
Yeah.
Oh, people.
Oh yeah. Does anyone want to revisit their favorite NPC?
Mm.
Yes.
Wait.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Look, if his shit ain't melted and he's still alive, then I'm gonna make him watch while I take his shit.
My fucking god.
Shouldn't have taken a drink. Bleh, I can't talk. Shouldn't have taken a drink there. There you go, Dustin. Don't stroke out, please.
Oh no, the dragon came back and nobody saw it, and this one shot burned down.
Aurora Borealis.
In this part of the continent, at this part of the year, localized entirely within the Asilmore weapons shop.
Yes.
Yes.
May I see it?
No.
Fireball.
A Principal Skinner meme, localized entirely within this Pathfinder 2nd Edition section.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Wait, are you guys actually going back to the Asilmore weapons shop?
No.
We don't have to, but like, you know what the things I get into with characters like this, so feel free to veto it immediately.
If we do, I'm just not going near it. That's it, basically. Just
Say, Zendros, you're the one that has the most
That
reason.
they're after. Yeah.
if you would like to go, feel free. But I'll be going nowhere near this.
Holds his head for a minute. We could tell them you burned.
That is fair.
Might buy at least time off your tail from these people. I lack the colorful metaphor right now.
Ma is just gonna give a deep sigh of just I just don't want to get involved.
That's fair.
You
Yeah,
hear distantly on the wall.
He just holds it like fucking Baron Underbite or whatever the character's name is. Just
On the wind in the distance.
The ball. Just on the same breeze as carrying the ash of burnt buildings.
The wind like blows by you and you think it's done, and then another current comes in and it just picks right back up.
Oh.
Why are we like this?
God damn it, fucking
We're-
Cameron.
We're a fucking stupid lot. It's okay.
Smart.
Oh, raindrops are falling on my head. Sad news, the guy who wrote that, the guy who sang that song actually died.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Sad,
sad
but
news.
also I would appreciate if you don't pull the funnies when I'm drinking Pib.
Ha! No promises.
Yes. I genuinely think smoke screening the fact that we found your property, it's ash, bud, might be a little worthwhile in terms of throwing some smoke screen for Zendros.
Also, if we burn down his store, technically it's not alive.
Yeah, I understand. I appreciate your candor and your can-do attitude. I feel like maybe we shouldn't burn this store down just the one time.
I feel like it would be treason then.
So it's treason. Then.
Or whatever the fucking noise the fucking Palpatine makes. I don't know.
So it's treason then.
So tis the
Tis the
season.
season.
Oh my God!
Woo!
They that's it.
It's trees and den.
The brain cells, they have synced together.
By the way, for your heroic efforts in attempting to save the people of Auhax, everyone gets 1 hero point.
Okay.
I meant to bring that up earlier, and I forgot. So, Lorenz and company, whoever's following Lorenz, are heading to the Sealmore Weapons Shop.
Maha's just gonna stick with Sendros, honestly.
Faf's
I'll go.
going.
That's going. Okay.
Faf's
I'm
going.
going.
Okay, Pax is going.
Bringing the most offensive-looking party into the building. Beautiful, amazing, sweet job, awesome.
Zandros, would you like to... Zindros burned in the attack and is dead.
Again.
He's right there.
Sometimes it's almost like I can hear him speak. Zendros behind me. Fuck you, Silmore.
No. He's burned in the instead of just he's right there. He just he just points. It's not even words anymore. It's just like
I was about to say
it's like fucking Morse code, but with that.
the ability to verbalize is slowly slipping.
Oh
Oh my God, he's worse Swedish chef.
He's in Morse code.
God fucking damn it.
I was really hoping somebody would pick that up. Oh my God!
I got it.
Morse code.
All right, y'all. It's been fun. I got a bus to hug.
Morse code. Ooh. So, the 3 musketeers roll up to the fucking Sealmore Weapons Shop.
What up, whore?
Porthos, dumbass.
Would that make Glindatug D'Artagnan?
Only if you say it like that.
Only if you say it like that every time.
D'Artagnan?
Sounds like a sauce.
It does sound like a sauce. Yeah, go again.
As you enter the shop, there are you notice there are actually more guards out front now. Not city guards, however, wearing the Sealmore livery. At the front of the shop and in the doorway, at the foot of the steps leading up to the doorway, and even inside the door. And as you enter, you see the familiar, foppish face of Lord Darius of Sealmore. He looks just, oh shit.
Indeed.
What are you doing here? I thought I told you to leave.
Well, we did, but then we came back.
It's true. We've come to report on the status of your property.
No.
As he responds.
As he responds like that, even Lorenz like physically fucking recoils and then just stares
As
at him.
Lorenz recoils, you actually give me perception checks.
Oh no, blind ones.
Yes.
I don't like this.
Beth with the nat 20. I wouldn't have said anything. I wouldn't have said anything, but it's a nat 20. Like, come on, you gotta.
Right.
Right.
Beth, you notice that when Lorenz recoils, there's actually Darius gets a slight twitch on the edge of his lip into a slight grin when he sees Loren's recoil, before it just snaps back to the impassive face.
Oh, I'm gonna hit him.
Hmm.
I'm gonna hit him.
Yes, well, it seems the person in question was caught in the attack on the other side of the city.
You're saying that Zendros is dead? Oh, got way William Shatner, and I apologize.
Little bit of Christopher Walken in there too.
Wow, he's dead.
Again!
Yes.
Well, he has died once. I'm sure. I doubt he'll die. I doubt this one will stick.
Well, he certainly stuck to the ground where we found him.
Ooh.
What was left of him, anyway.
Give me a deception check.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool!
I'm hearing double, by the way, because there's a
Yep.
significant enough delay between
Right, well, it's
the
because
two
if
of you.
I don't mute my Discord will pick him up.
Right.
Damn.
Oh, that wasn't meant for public. Oh well. Gonna
Check your DMs.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't like the sound of that.
In the immortal words of Walla, oh no.
Give me
Also, give
I
it
forgot.
food. Give it food.
Beth, give me a stealth check for that.
I am talking in a building in which Dave is playing a rogue. I should have seen this shit coming from about
Wait,
4
wait.
miles off.
Oh,
Ha!
Holy shit.
I was gonna
man
ask
is
if I could
destined
roll
to
to create a
die.
distraction, but I don't fucking need to.
Oh,
Oh, this is what it's like playing together as per usual. The fucking two amigos of dumb shit. Here we go. Let's
he
fucking
just literally waves his hand in front of his face, just you see nothing. And he's just gone.
So despite the fact that there are literally 3 to 5 sets of eyes on you, everyone gets real distracted with Lorenz.
Well, no, see, all of the things that I need are in the bag of holding, so I'm just rifling the bag of holding, trying to find something, you see.
Yes.
Dave, I'm feeling a lot like a samurai. Are you being a drow rogue on me right now?
I mean, I'm not gonna make somebody cry this time.
no, that's fine.
That's
but
fine, but are we about to get up to that level of chicanery again?
No.
That's a lie.
I'm really sense motive on that one there, bucko.
I'm voting
Voting
sus.
sus.
X to doubt.
I'm not, I'm
John
not
Cena, are you
stealing
sure
a
about that?
door.
Dave?
I said I'm not gonna steal a door.
Okay, you know what? All right, cool. We're not stealing doors yet.
Are we gonna
That
need
they
to make a
get
hasty
seems like an
exit?
important qualifier there.
We turned that door
So,
into a magical tower shield.
Yep. Do not challenge me to steal something because I will find a way.
Well, be that as it may, he may still yet live, is being resurrected by whatever resurrected him the last time.
Excuse me, what did you just say?
Yeah, I'm gonna need some captions for that one, dog.
Wait, like,
That's
How do
some serious Duck Dynasty shit.
No, I understood that, and now I have looked directly at his fucking face. Because that means this motherfucker lied to me last time. And now I'm upset.
Apologies.
No. I heard what you said. You knew he died. You lied to me last time we were here. His contract is void.
Both eyes up, just starts leaning back like, ooh.
He kind of takes a deep breath and just. The terms of Lorenz's contract was not.
Friends, that's not true at all.
Excuse me. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Fuck.
Sign no contract with no Fillmores.
The terms of Zindros's. Oh god, we killed Dave. The terms of Zindros's contract was not something that is. Get out of my store, please. I've had to deal with the entire genocide of my family. I don't have time to deal with your bullshit right now.
He starts to get mad. I would like to allow a little curl of my lips into a grin. Like the one he gave that Fef spotted out. Frustrating, isn't it?
Yes! Exceedingly.
Are we done here? Not question for you. Looking at Fef and Pax. Are we done here?
Yeah, we delivered the message, and I've left something for you as a sort of a token for the failure to return your property. Enjoy.
As far as I'm concerned, keep him. I don't care.
Goodbye.
I'm just gonna walk out now.
Just whatever retort he keeps as he's saying it, we fuck off.
I'd like to do one more thing.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Pax is going to hold up his thumb and 2 fingers, and I am going to roll a performance check for the world's tiniest violin.
No. You summon the world's largest violin, we all die.
Guys, the chat, the terms were 1 million gold.
Oh, no.
As you attempt to do a performance for the world's tiniest violin, you accidentally dislocate your thumb.
I was gonna say he just winds up giving him the fucking bird instead.
I'd be okay with that too.
Like he
Goes to start and then he just.
The feeling is mutual.
Yet it's not.
What? What? Get out.
We fuck off.
And I'm gonna walk out, holding that middle finger the whole time.
Play it off like you meant to do it.
Yep.
God! Damn! Adventurers! Fuck!
As we get out of the store and into the street, Lauren's looking at Fef. So, what did you do?
I left him a drink.
Do we need to leave quickly?
Yeah, should we be getting out of the blast zone, or should we be waiting to see what happens?
We should be gone from here.
Gotcha.
I don't expect there to be a blast zone, but also we shouldn't be out here when the thing happens.
Do you have the short version of what will happen as we're walking?
Much the same as what has already happened.
Guten Abend, Teldari Sealmore. Guten Abend, Lord of Sealmore. And fucking...
What? Speak.
No, again,
Come.
we're gone.
No, I'm away. What?
Oh god, did Fef leave a cocktail?
I left a whole barrel of hooch with a slow burn in it.
Oh boy, it's a really big Molotov cocktail.
But it's still in the barrel, so long as he's not stupid, he should be able to stop most of his store from burning down.
They pulled the Walter White method of just
Oh my god.
While this is happening, Maha and Zendros, I'm assuming you guys are going to be attempting to secure you guys an airship that will take you back south.
Yeah.
That was the hope, to try and get something, not directly to the Teefwald. I believe we did say we wanted to go to the Devarian capital first
Yes,
for
that was the plan to detour, as it were.
right, to get to Lorenz's family first.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, that is the hope, if things are not too
Okay.
fucked over
It's
there.
very busy in this part of the city as you enter into like the where the docks and whatnot and the airships are. It's very much a lot of people are trying to do the exact same thing, just get an airship
The fuck.
out of the city.
Mhm.
Both of you give me society check.
Okay.
Uh,
I know rolls tonight. Ugh, they're a little hit or miss.
the fact that there's a crit right next to a 1 is just
Holy shit, Cam!
Yeah.
what did I miss?
I DM'd him something because I can't keep the things in my head just in my head, but I don't
No,
know.
I'll say it because this is fucking wonderful.
Go for it.
Kim said that the performance role was either going to be the world's tiniest violin or literally just saying haha orphan.
Hey now.
Yeah, but okay, you had a shitty situation. Let's not get into all that.
Listen, I can make my jokes.
Right. I love just Pax being like, haha, you ain't got no parents, and then just fucking off out of town for the rest of this person's foreseeable natural lifespan.
Just mimics Batman. Just dead parents.
How does it feel to wake up to the fresh smell of no dad?
You know, when they take this saying, they went out for a pack of smokes a little too far.
Fuck.
I'm sorry. I'm
Don't
not.
apologize. That's fucking gold.
I'm not.
Bro,
but I'm sorry.
You can't burn them like that. They're already cinders.
Jake's
Fresh smell of no dad is that Old Spice's new product.
I feel like it's an Axe product.
That's definitely an Axe product, yeah.
That's.
Oh.
I mean, you're not. I'm not saying you're wrong, but that ain't right.
No, that's fair. So
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Zendros, more than anyone, more than Maha, I should say, kind of is the one that kind of gets you guys onto the right trail of an airship. You guys do manage to find one that is actually, going on an express trip to the Devarian capital, to the Devarian capital city. Not making any additional stops or anything like that. Kind of it's a smaller ship, more built for speed than anything. It's not like a big luxury, passenger ship or anything. It'll get you quick. Probably about 2 weeks worth of travel.
It is the long way we're fucking headed, so.
1,222 miles, roughly.
Roughly, he says. Okay.
I thought you were about to say gold and was going to shit my pants.
No.
Yeah, I was. I'm not gonna lie. That's where my brain was headed on that too. Of just, it's like, I got that.
That's 8 miles a day by airship, though. Like, that's quick as fuck.
Yes. As for the how does 700 gold flat.
That's quite a lot more than what I've got on my person.
I have about 945 worth, but
Yeah, like 160.
Yeah, if you want to split it up 6 ways, it would be 100 gold through each.
Right.
You got 34 platinum on me.
I don't suppose Maha could try and work out some kind of a deal out of like persuasion or diplomacy or anything. Just we're not taking up space. It's just 5 dudes. What we're carrying. That's it.
6 technically, because Aslan.
Well, yeah, 6. Yeah.
I mean, we're also very capable in combat. Some of us
Right.
seasoned fucking campaigners and shit. Like,
Right. I mean, granted, if it's by airship, the only thing that should be a concern would be sky pirates, which, granted, with our track record, that we're at a 50-50. One of our trips had sky pirates.
Don't tell them that.
Oh, that's of course that's not being said out loud. I'm just thinking among our group, we're a coin flip. One of our airship trips has sky pirates, one of them didn't. So who fucking knows?
Yeah, I'd allow a diplomacy check to try and negotiate price arrangement.
Right. If there's anything they need out of us while we're on there.
All right. Tell you what. How about for the price of 350 gold, but you and your crew help out my crew, rigging, whatnot. Stay out of our way, but if a fight were to happen, fight for us.
reasonable enough to me.
There's a bit of a pause. Just I'm a little concerned that seems to be on the top of your mind, but
My ship does not have weapons.
understandable if anyone were to try and take advantage of that. But that seems a reasonable enough ask. We are capable enough to handle that. I think you've got yourself a deal.
Arden offers out his hand and shakes on it. And that was a critical success, by the way, on that.
Diplomat is expert in diplomacy.
Who'da thunk?
Who'da fucking thunk? You guys kind of meet back up,
Right.
back at your tavern room. Kind of getting your supplies packed away and whatnot, ready for the road. The captain tells you that he was ready to leave the next day, so you do have at least one more day, one afternoon, and hacks before leaving.
Right.
That might be a problem.
Maha is unaware of why said thing would be a problem yet, unless Beth wants to be forward about that.
Gfeth, what possibly could you have done?
I left a present. I left some drink for the man. I mean, it's what I did.
Both the cicada.
Honestly, I don't know if it actually worked anyway, so now I ain't saying shit.
Oh my god. Alright. So yeah, it would seem that we do have one more night staying at this inn, or rather the kind of apartment that's set up on the second deck, right?
Yes.
Is there open space near the airship?
Uh,
Like, is it a plaza where we could, like,
Anything like camping out there, or
We've got the fucking yurt.
You could. The
probably get some weird looks.
city
I'm
is
trying
kind
to-
of currently being lax on transient laws, as it were. Since
True.
hey, go home. Hey, I can't.
Hey, what home?
Hey, go home. What home? Oh,
I come from a broken home. Oh, bad family? No, it's broken.
I come from a melted home. Don't you mean broken? No. Oh.
I know
My
what I
house-
said.
My house had a problem where one time it was solid, and then very quickly it was liquid, and then it was solid again, but in the wrong shape, so it's not very usable anymore.
I was out going for milk, and I came back and my parents were dead. Don't know how that happened. I just went out for milk, came back, my dad was gone. I thought that was supposed to be reversed, but here we are.
Is this just one more good one? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's not okay.
So, are you guys going to be bidding farewell to the dancing? No, that dance crowd was last city, actually.
I don't know if you gave us a name for the innkeeper of the Honorable Stone.
I didn't. That's right, it was the Honorable Stone. Yeah.
I keep notes.
I do too. I just fucked that one up.
Sometimes they're even helpful.
Wait,
Hey.
you take helpful ones?
Do I
You're
keep
taking
unhelpful
notes?
notes? Yes.
Wait, are we supposed to keep the helpful ones?
Look, my notes for the Wyrm conversation are literally in capital letters bad news bears. So,
Bad news, natural disaster.
That. Oh god, I feel like that seems so on brand for PAX though.
Right?
Maha would, unless anything gets said, would see no reason for, not staying at the inn.
Same.
Another night of beds.
Right.
Getting to go to bed with alcohol in your stomach. Could you wish?
I'd like to see if the kitchen is helping give out food to people in the streets and help that effort.
Okay. Yes, they are. Yeah. In fact, they've been kind of working not quite around the clock, but pretty close. To just like get out more than they normally would, and just excess is out the door, basically. Anyone that needs it. A whole lot of the community coming together.
Wants to, he would help dole it out so that resources are shared fairly, basically. Giving winds up giving kids a little bit extra though.
Fair. A lot of grateful parents. What else are you? The rest of you doing last night?
Staying in the inn in clear sight of people.
Yeah, I'm staying in the inn and going over my notes from my time at the library. Just kind of reviewing things.
Okay.
I've got Zendros has more he'd like to learn, basically, if he can.
I'm going to keep watch in case the consequences of our actions show up.
Fair. Give me a perception check.
I was
Blind or
gonna say
not?
Blind, yeah.
I was gonna say, like, Maha, like, if Pax is kind of like making a known, like, visible effort to try and keep watch out, that's gonna get Maha's attention of just, okay, hold on, I'm supposed to be the paranoid one here.
Plausible deniability. Don't ask. Just don't. Please.
Pax, as you're watching now, you see actually a figure in a hooded cloak coming to the bar and asking after Zindra. Which the barkeep. Oh yeah, he's upstairs. And it's not long before actually at the because Zindros, I'm assuming you're staying in the apartment as you're.
Yes, I am.
It's not long before.
Sandros will keep one of his Kopesh at his side.
Okay.
And sir, yeah, he'll open up the door.
Okay. As you open up the door, there, standing on the stairs of in the doorway, as he pulls his hood back, is Lord Darius Sealmore. Zindros, I wanted to say, as the new head of House Sealmore,
I'm going to slam the door in his face.
you're not there.
Yeah,
He was the one that was keeping watch for him,
That's
though.
true.
I am there.
Oh yeah, I mean you're in the you're deeper in the apartment. Zindros is the one who opened the door, though. As the new lord of House Sealmore, the new leader of House Sealmore, and he kind of takes a moment. Just, I would like to apologize on behalf of my now, and will not have to worry about us going forward.
Sandros just kind of narrows his eyes suspiciously and
I'm gonna say,
like,
would I
sort
be able to do like a sense motive on
Yeah.
this since I'm at the apartment as well, just hearing this?
Sure.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, like, is there any way I can get like some sort like look for deception or
Yeah,
something?
since motive is a check.
Right. So is that, I'm trying to remember, is that perception against their deception?
Yes, that is.
or-
Yes.
Secret perception.
Okay.
Yeah, secret perception check. Yeah.
Okay.
From what, frankly, all of you are able to tell, he is telling the truth and being sincere.
But he's still a douchebag, right?
Well, but Maz, even with this seeming genuine, like he's not going to doubt it, but it's just, well, this is a very sudden change of heart. Last we spoke, you were still.
Look, we were in public. And I was not the official of the House of Sealmore. And I still had several factories and warehouses full of supplies and raw materials. In truth, I must help rebuild the house, and I cannot worry after you. Because that's not the correct term, but it's the thing that comes to mind.
No, you make a fair point, though.
I worried about making sure he and mine survive. You don't have anything to worry about me, or House of Sealmore.
Sandros kind of ponders it for a moment, and he says, "Well, with the current turn of events, I more than understand your logic, and though I still don't have the best feelings about the Sealmores, I
He's
do
kind-
wish you luck.
He
in
legit
your
just.
Look, like Zendros genuinely like wishes the best, given the circumstances, and hopes maybe he can make a change for the better. Is what he's trying to say.
Right. And Darius just, as do I. Especially as House Sealmore is the leading manufacturer of weaponry for the Empire in the war. This, I have to effectively attempt to keep a very low loss of output for the Imperial war effort, and I'm going to be focusing on my own things. I wish you luck in your endeavors. I hope that you are able to solve whatever the undead thing was. And I mean this with all sincerity. I hope to never see you or your friends again.
Zendros just understandable. Have a nice day. Just, no.
Also, tell your little goblin friend, he's an asshole.
Noted. We'll make mention of it at some point.
Thank you. Have a nice evening. He just tromps off, puts his hood up, and just walks down the stairs and out into the street.
Zendros just kind of stunned for a moment, just like, I'm not sure what to say after that. So that's a thing that happened.
I suppose that's a
A
solid
relief.
enough refresher for the difference between public and private stances.
Yes. A bit of a relief as well. One more burden off of my shoulders for now.
Damn, we should try to firebomb more stores.
Hold on. What?
I'm not sure.
Nothing.
Hey, Maha, give me a sense motive check with your perception. This one
Since
can be
he rolled his
public.
perception
This can be-
public,
That's some bullshit.
No. Don't try and walk this back. The fuck did you just say?
I don't remember.
Zendros just, well, if it kept them off of my back, I, for one, am appreciative. He just chuckles a little bit and goes back to his books, just sitting down with kind of like a just.
Pax is gonna sit on the floor by the door and pretend to go to sleep. Very loud fake snoring. Like ostentatiously fake snoring. Just not responding to anything.
Lintatuk and Maha shop its head. Just, I could eat him.
They're just mentally just thinking to the cheek of just. For once, I feel like that would be the just and reasonable thing to do. If only just in the heat of this moment. But please do not.
Fine.
I just had a very terrible thought, and I'm going to keep it to myself.
Oh no.
It's not like Gunther 2 has any ketchup.
No, never mind. I'll put it in memes.
Acid breath has fallen on Pax's head.
It's a fortitude or reflex.
Yeah. So, as the night progresses, with Aslan in tow,
Right.
who has been very horrified at the chicanery that Fef and Pax have gotten up to, of
It
the
was only gonna be
moment.
a little bit.
What was that?
It will burn the shop a little bit.
The heat of the summertime.
God damn it, Dan.
It was gone.
I have to say, I actually went looking for it. I am very upset that there is no mashup of Sublime and Mungo Jerry.
My God.
Watch Dave's soul leave his body.
Well, I know what I gotta do.
That was not your soul leaving, it was you receiving a holy task.
Divine calling.
But, like, unwillingly accepted.
That would
Resistant cleric.
As you guys prepare for the journey, how are you going to be splitting up the 350 gold amongst everyone?
I actually have the most, so I will. Let me see. Got to do some quick math here. So give me a second.
Quick math.
1 + 1 is 2, they call it quick maths.
I'll pay 200 of it.
You're welcome for that, Dave.
So that'd be 30 gold from the rest of you. With
30? Okay.
Yeah, with Zendros's majority support.
And 3 plat.
Yep.
Okay.
Done.
And with that, your way is bought, your passage set. Taking the Northwest Passage, except not Northwest at all.
Very south, actually.
Southwest
South.
Passage.
If we're actually helping on the ship, I will volunteer to do like rigging and crow's nest stuff just because I have like actually high acrobatics and catfall.
Yeah, as we set sail, if they do expect us to start like learning how to do actual sailing ship shit, Lawrence launches into that shit with an unprecedented level of eagerness. Like he very much like is actively launching into learning how to be a sky sailor.
Okay. Both of you, actually, anyone that would like to actively seek helping out. Oh, kitty. Oh no.
I watched a very active kidnapping happen just there.
Mochi. She likes to start shit with Ash's cat, Rose, who sleeps on the shelf up there.
Ah.
Give me either acrobatics or athletics, depending on which you would. Well, that would you like to help out with the. Oh, or.
Oof.
like
Hold on, I'm gonna actually hero point that so I don't risk falling off the fucking boat.
God.
You said acrobatics or athletics, right?
God, I feel like Maha wants to help, especially considering he was the one that ended up making and accepting said deal. But he definitely realizes he's in a little over his head on this. And again, very much is worried of like if he's trying to work on rigging of actually getting himself pulled by said rope.
Yeah, Maha's a little dude.
Yeah, 3'2", 35 pounds, soaking wet.
Right. So Pax and Lorenz, you two kind of take to it like fish to water that is floating.
Skyfish.
16 strength. Like I'm actually
Those are called
pretty strong.
Yeah, you guys take to it easily. And in fact, the ship actually, the crew welcomes your help. Zindros, you're not quite as adept, but you're still pretty goddamn adept at it. And they also, it's not to the point where they want you to fuck off and stay in your room, basically.
Right.
Seth, you take to it pretty well. Again, not quite as well as the others, but like the others. You know that they're not like trying to shoo you away.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the roll for.
Oh well.
You said it was athletics or acrobatics, yes?
Uh huh.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, Maha's not confident in his health. He's just like, I told everyone we'd do this. I'm gonna fucking do it.
Hey, look what you apparently have a knack for.
Yeah, apparently. So, oh yeah, everyone. You know what? Here, I'll even.
Hmm?
Summertime. Everyone
was-
helping out.
That was real close to being bad.
It's real close to being good. You guys managed to help out a not insignificant amount with the ship, and you make the trip a lot easier. Some of you kind of picking up new skills that you weren't even sure, didn't even know you had. And that actually, I'm going to call the session here. Be slightly short session tonight, but if we're going to be going down to Bavarian capital city,
And eventually to the T-fold, then yeah, probably want to make sure we've got
I want at least everyone. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So-
unfortunate that Warden's internet wasn't able to come back around for this.
Yeah,
I'm
sad that I didn't get to like show you guys off show off the map I made. I mean, I guess I can, but
Say that you might get to repurpose it.
I won't.
Oh,
I
Right.
honestly, I had a genuine suspicion that you guys were going to head to Zashore and try to, you know, at least take a look about around and whatnot.
Look at the pudge.
Right.
Oh,
Well, there was some consideration for that, but I feel like, you know, it was much more in character for Maha of like, you know, with thinking, okay, Fef wants to fuck off and go home with this, but
right.
wait, that might actually be a decent idea because their family seems to know some stuff about dragons. Maybe we can actually figure out what's happening.
Yeah. So, you know, hey, look, here's the map you didn't get to run around and do stuff in.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoa.
Fucking.
Yeah, just use much like a flashlight. Damn, son.
to be
God.
fair, we were given the impression fire hot, so we kind of assumed this is what it was gonna be.
Right. That still doesn't make it any less fucking jarring, though. Just.
True.
God damn.
I made map.
Map.
I make map.
Oh right. Hey,
Mip.
so Jake, would you mind if I sent one of the roommates at you for a bit of advice on Foundry because he just bought it and he wants to run a game with it for his friends and
Yeah,
needs help
absolutely.
learning how to make maps?
Yeah. Oh, that's
Sick.
cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we need to. Those of us who didn't use our hero points, we have to get rid of the extra. Yes.
Yeah. It goes to 1 at the beginning of the next session.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, sorry for the short session, everyone. It's you know, kind of a interim episode, I suppose.
Oh, that's fair. We're
it-
down one, and we were catching back up with a party member. So
Yeah.
Yep, it caught me back up, and it also gave me some nice character development, which I always appreciate. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also attempted arson, which is always a good time.
Yeah. No,
For some parties, maybe not others.
I fully expected the reveal that Isil Moore's voice was totally actually just put on, but for real. I expected that to get a bigger reaction. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I felt a little bit an asshole about trying to burn down his store. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why yeah. I feel even better about the last words Lauren shared with him at that point. Just frustrating, isn't it? Is very clearly a long game response to that shit.
Right.
Well, everyone.
Good fucking time, though.
Good time. We will be back next week. Hopefully, don't get called next week. It'll be introducing everyone to the Bavarian capital city. Uh,
It will be a time.
It will be a time. Yes, things got a little things went a different direction than what I was expecting. Whoops.
I mean, let's be real. What campaign doesn't have that happen?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
In my defense, I that was a throwaway line, and I didn't expect us to actually do it.
I very much figured, like, with the kind of reactions that Fef had been having to, like, getting involved and trying to, go through the fucking burning buildings and everything, I very much, like, actually thought that was a very in character and legitimate want out of Fef.
Yeah,
But I feel like it's leading to something that could be interesting, though.
Well, like trying to go home was absolutely 100% one of those. Just like I can't deal with the force of nature, undead dragon, whatever the fuck this is. I'm going home.
yeah, that's kind of like one of Sundras's primary motives on top of some of his other stuff now is just like, I want to stop this thing from spreading as much death and destruction as possible, if it's even possible.
Right. But yeah, it's just also like, from a kind of, outside meta, like player perspective, it's just like, okay, well, if one of the characters genuinely wants to fuck off, how do we actually find a way of making that character not fuck off and actually
That was
keeping the
like
party together?
also a genuinely good point none of us thought about until you brought it up was yeah, if my family has people who had been researching dragons, that would be a good point to start.
Right.
Just didn't think about it.
Eh. I'm again, even with things going in, like, honestly, I don't know if any of us here actually would have predicted even half of the directions this shit has gone.
Nope.
So I'm all down for all of it. Honestly, this whole thing is still shaping up to be so fucking fun. I like it's a good fucking game and a good system and good company to play it with. Like, what's not to enjoy?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Those watching the stream, thank you for dropping by. All had fun watching. Combat this. Hey, sometimes that happens. Who knows what'll happen next? Now we're getting down back into maybe not necessarily more populated area, but
More boots on the ground adventuring.
yeah. Hey, TJ, thank you for the resubscription 20 bro. No, but no, yeah, that's there's a the cradle of current society is in the south region, and there's a lot going on down there. Why am I talking like this? Oh god. In the summertime when you're winter,
Also,
Why did I get hints of Michael Caine there?
little bit real quick though, are you doing anything special next month? If you're that's 23 months, that means you're about to hit your 2 years of affiliate, huh?
Yeah. Actually,
Crazy.
I think it's been even longer because I don't think TJ
Oh
actually
yeah,
subbed the
how
first
long
month.
have you been?
I was not at the start like I am for Dave. I am not the rule marker. I think that would be Mofox,
I
maybe?
think so. I think
that
you're
would be-
right. Let me see if I can find that.
Yeah, but whoever your longest subscription is, they were definitely with you from day one.
Right. Find it. But thank you to those of you who stopped by, and I will be back hopefully at some point soon. Go later.